Here in Anne Arundel County, polluted runoff is the leading cause of waterway pollution. When it rains, any drop of water that doesn't sink into the ground or evaporate runs off. It carries with it pollutants like bacteria and sediment. It causes flooding and erosion and is the #1 reason why our waterways are not healthy. There are 600,000 people who live in Anne Arundel County. There are more who work and worship here. It takes all of us to make the change we need to in order to be able to fish and swim in the waterways we love. The Watershed Stewards Academy is where plants and people meet. It's where restoration science and social science work together to create solutions that really do make a difference to our local waterways. The Watershed Stewards Academy is a nonprofit organization based at Arlington Echo Outdoor Education Center in Millersville.
WSA certification course gives stewards the tools they need to make a difference in their communities, whether their communities are neighborhoods, congregations, schools, businesses, or even libraries. And once stewards graduate from our course, our relationship with them doesn't end there. We continue to support their efforts, working with them whether they have rain garden projects, outreach projects.
So each community that has a watershed steward has a really great resource because watershed stewards are taught how to protect our natural resources. And so I think the value of a watershed steward in a community cannot be overstated.
And if you want to be a watershed steward, it's not out of self-interest how you can make your property better. It's about how you can affect others and bring others along. Part of that requirement of being a watershed steward is that you engage community. This is about leadership, and leadership that not only leads to action, but leadership that leads others to action.
The Watershed Stewards Academy is looking at the geography and the diversity of our community in Anne Arundel County and really trying to make all voices heard and represented at the table.
It's really important to understand that the demographics of Anne Arundel County has really changed. Really great to mobilize people in northern Anne Arundel County, southern, western, everywhere that you're seeing stormwater management. Clean water is not just a right for one person, it's for everyone.
None of us can clean up our waterways alone. It takes government, nonprofits, environmental restoration professionals, and communities working together to make a difference. Many times we have a community approach us with a problem and we're able to connect resources and people and organizations together to turn that problem into a solution.
Our partnership with the WSA has focused primarily on trying to meet the county's clean water goals and having our nonprofit partners be emissaries with the community.
Anne Arundel County is not going to solve its stormwater management problems solely as a government. And it needs to engage its residents, and that's a major role that WSA plays.
WSA's impact is at the intersection of plants and people. It's where the restoration of the land, connection to the water, and relationships among people work together to create change. We're creating a cultural shift across Anne Arundel County where residents understand their connection to local waterways and how their individual actions really do make a difference.